What's going on, guys? Got a little review for this week on the Lucky Craft G Splash popper. It's about 4 different poppers in this line of poppers that Lucky Craft has, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at what they're all about. Okay, so the Lucky Craft G Splash popper. If you go onto Lucky Craft's website and you do a search for their G Splash, you're going to find that they have 4 different poppers. They have the G Splash 65, the G Splash 80, and then they have the T Splash 55, and then the T Splash 70. So we'll go ahead and go through what these are. The G Splash 65 has a length of 2.5 inches and a weight of 1/4 ounce, and it has number 6 size hooks. The G Splash 80 has a length of 3 inches, which is what this one is, a weight of 3/8 of an ounce, and their hooks are number 4 size hooks. And then if we back up and we go to the T Splash, the T Splash is a little bit different than the G Splash, as it has it's the same body style, but it has the prop going off the back of it. So it's a prop bait, but it's a prop bait that's a popper as well. Very interesting, very different. So they have, actually, let me back up on here and do it this way. The T Splash 55 has a length of 2 inches and a weight of 7/32 of an ounce, is what Lucky Craft is saying. And that's the T Splash 55. And then the T Splash 70 has a length of 2 3/4 of an inch, a weight of 7/16 of an ounce, and it's actually got 2 different size hooks, so with a belly hook of a number 4 and a trailer hook of a number 6. But we're doing the G Splash. This is the non-prop version. So the G Splash, you can see, this is a very big popper, 3/8 of an ounce, and it's got a very long profile on it. It's a different popper than any other popper that I own, in the respect that it walks very, very easily. And there are 2 things that I can attribute this to. This is the first popper that I own that really isn't tail weighted at all. It's got could be tungsten, could be steel. It doesn't really look like lead, but it's got a ball that's almost even right down the middle of this bait. And then right behind it, it's got another plastic ball right behind it. There's no rattles in it. It's got just this ball that goes back and forth from side to side. And but there's no ball on the back. So what does that matter to you? Most poppers sit like this in the water, right? This popper sits like this. So this popper, when you work it into the water, when it sits there, it'll just sit there just like this. And when you pop it, it pops effortlessly. You don't have to really work it very hard to get it to spit water. I mean, in fact, just a very light whip of the rod tip will get this thing spitting water a few feet, because you don't have to get it up on the plane to spit water out. So that's kind of a double-edged sword, because when it's not down in the water, you're really not seeing a lot of the colors that the bait has to offer, but at the same time, it pops very, very easily, and it walks the dog very, very easily, because it's always up on top of the water, especially this longer, more slender one. You can see this one, like I said, it's different than any of the other type of poppers that I own, that Rebel style popper that I have. If I can get it out here, you can see that this one has more of that head going down to that very pointed body, where this one has actually got more contour to it. This one, just kind of give you an idea. I mean, this is a bigger popper to begin with. It would be a more fair comparison to show you the G Splash. What is it? The 65. Oops. Yeah, the G Splash 65 would be a more fair comparison, as the G Splash 65 is a 1/4 ounce bait, and this is the bigger one. But anyway, we'll go ahead and show them to you either way. You can see the cup on the mouth is a little bit different. On the Rebel, it's a little deeper. But if you look at the lips on it, you can see that they're almost tapered upward. So they kind of go down and then they sweep upward. And just like all the Lucky Crafts, you get all of the good design built right into the bait with the etched scale pattern. And you get the fantastic finishes, the three-dimensional eyes that they have on there, the raised gill plates. You can see this says G Splash right on it. They come with very good sharp hooks, the black nickel-plated hooks, and this one actually has a feathered teaser trailer hook. I was asked by a commenter on one of my other videos from my Rebel Popper if I could teach you guys how to put the bucktail or the feathers onto these things. You guys can do a YouTube search, and there's a few videos out there on how to do it, but I'd be more than happy to show you guys how to do this. It's very, very easy. That way when you're replacing your hooks, you don't have to go out and spend $1 million trying to buy the feathered teaser trailer hooks, because they get really, really expensive, quite honestly. But they do a really good job. You can see that, I mean, Lucky Craft does their trailer hook exactly the way I do them, as far as with the red thread. So, but just a fantastic popper, you guys. I've been very, very pleased with this thing. Been out there fishing with it a lot in the last few weeks, and I've been very, very pleased with this. So let's go ahead and show you the colors. Obviously, I had to get one in a Ghost Minnow because I own a Ghost Minnow color in every Lucky Craft bait that I own. So they say that the Ghost Minnow is just the best color that you could probably buy. That's just good for anywhere and everything. So Ghost Minnow's got that brown back with the scale pattern fading into like a pearl transparent side and a pearl transparent belly. So there's Ghost Minnow. And this next one is Chartreuse Shad. I'm sure everybody's familiar with that Chartreuse Shad. It's got that same kind of scale pattern on the back, but this one's just more of a light blue pearl. And it's obviously got that chartreuse line going down the side with the black shad dot. This one's obviously got the black shad dot, if I didn't mention that already. And just a pearl side. So they're both pretty much pearl baits. This one's got more in it. This one's less transparent than this one, as you can see. But yeah, chartreuse. This is Chartreuse Shad, you guys. So give these things a shot. Very interesting bait. You can see that they don't come with a split ring on them. You just tie like a loop knot right on here. And like I said, they walk very easily, but not just that, they pop really easily. And they cast very, very well. I can't speak for the smaller 65 G Splash because I don't own that one, but the 85 casts really, really well. That could be attributed to the fact that it's 3/8 of an ounce instead of 1/4 of an ounce. But it still casts very, very well, especially for not having any kind of a weight transfer or tail weighted type of system inside of this bait. So don't be intimidated by that. It's going to cast very, very, very well for you. So check out the Lucky Craft G Splash 80. A lot of colors available for it. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.